Good morning, this is X-Pulse AI Morning Mix. I'm Iris, and today is Sunday, May 10th. We're digging into a major Nvidia export control investigation, Anthropic's latest compute land grab, and Nvidia's $40 billion investment spree. I've got Orion with me. Ready?
Ready, let's do it.
Bloomberg reported on May 8th that U.S. investigators suspect advanced Nvidia chips were smuggled to China through Thailand using Super Micro servers, and that Alibaba was among the end customers. Orion, what's the core allegation here?
Officials suspect a supply chain middle layer rerouted restricted, high-end Nvidia-equipped systems into China, potentially billions of dollars worth, by using intermediaries linked to Thailand's national AI push. The emphasis is on servers, not loose chips, which can obscure the trail once they cross borders.
Why does naming Alibaba matter?
It raises the stakes because it suggests the hardware didn't just leak, it may have landed with major, sophisticated buyers. That can drive tougher enforcement, more audits for distributors and server makers, and more pressure on cloud and model teams to prove compliance end-to-end.
So if you're a supplier, what changes Monday morning?
More paperwork, more monitoring, and less trust in we sold it to a reseller as a defense. Supply chains, the plot twist nobody wanted.
Reuters confirmed on May 8th that Anthropic signed a roughly $1.8 billion computing deal with Akamai after an earlier pact to tap SpaceX resources, both aimed at meeting demand for Claude. Orion, what's Anthropic really buying here?
It's buying guaranteed capacity, cloud plus edge footprint, so Claude can run reliably as usage spikes. Akamai's angle is distribution and proximity, getting inference closer to users and enterprises, while giving Anthropic another major compute lane beyond the usual hyperscalers.
Does edge compute actually matter for frontier models?
For training, less so. For inference, it can matter a lot: lower latency, better regional performance, and sometimes cost control. It also spreads risk. If one provider is tight on capacity, you don't want your model availability to become a waiting room experience.
Is this about competition with OpenAI or just keeping the lights on?
Both. Frontier labs are now competing as much on infrastructure procurement as on model quality. If you can't serve demand, your benchmark wins don't monetize.
CNBC reported on May 9th that Nvidia has committed over $40 billion this year to equity investments across the AI ecosystem, calling it a circular strategy. Examples include up to $3.2 billion in Corning and $2.1 billion in Iron. Orion, what is Nvidia doing?
Nvidia is effectively financing the rails that pull demand for its hardware. By taking stakes in data center operators, power and materials suppliers, and key partners, it helps expand capacity that ultimately buys more GPUs, networking, and systems. It's part venture, part supply chain control, part demand insurance.
Is this normal corporate investing or something new?
The scale is the headline. Lots of companies do strategic investing. $40 billion turns it into ecosystem engineering. It also signals Nvidia thinks bottlenecks, power, facilities, components are as decisive as chip design.
Any downside if you're a customer or regulator?
Customers may worry about preferential access, and regulators may scrutinize market power. But Nvidia's argument is, we're stabilizing the supply chain so the whole AI build-out doesn't stall. $40 billion, my calculator asked for a break.
A few more developments worth your attention, starting with some awkward email energy in big tech partnerships.
On May 8th, The Verge cited court filings showing Microsoft emails that criticized early OpenAI progress while also worrying OpenAI could defect Amazon Web Services and publicly knock Azure. It's a reminder that partner can mean frenemy, especially when cloud lock-in is on the line.
And on the money side, what's happening with SoftBank and OpenAI?
TipRanks reported May 8th that SoftBank trimmed a planned margin loan backed by its OpenAI stake from about $10 billion to roughly $6 billion after lender caution. Banks appear more careful about leverage structures tied to high valuation, high volatility AI assets.
Staying with Anthropic, there's also an enterprise push getting funded, right?
Yes. Money Control reported May 9th that Anthropic unveiled a $1.5 billion enterprise AI venture backed by groups including Blackstone, Goldman Sachs, Hellman and Friedman, and Sequoia. The theme is packaging workflows and integrations, not just selling an application programming interface.
Finally, consumer AI meets reality. What happened with Snap and Perplexity?
AI Insider reported May 8th that Snap disclosed it terminated a previously announced $400 million partnership to embed Perplexity Search into Snapchat Chat. The company says focus is shifting toward intelligent eyewear and other AR hardware, classic reprioritization when the roadmap gets crowded.
That's Xpulse AI Morning Mix from Xpulse for Sunday, May 10th. If this helped you track what's moving, share it with someone who'd use it. See you next time.